Alicia, you work for ABC. Tucker works for himself. Objectively, you are a puppet and he's not.
I said the plastics industry must be stopped.
What's going to replace your glasses?
So I do
your
know.
Glasses around your face.
You here for some coffee? Let's have it.
Hey, does anybody want coffee? Who wants coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Does anybody want coffee?
Like, he used him as his puppet, and it exposed what many of us have been saying about Tucker Carlson. He's a Kremlin puppet who doesn't know what they're talking about.
It's just such a disgrace, I think, to our country that an American would give him any kind of platform to propagandize.
Wait,
actually.
if I may, I'm amazed at the level of self-projection going on here. I mean, Alicia, you work for ABC. Tucker works for himself. Objectively, you are a puppet and he's not. And Sonny, you're basically saying that Tucker shouldn't be allowed to have a voice. That's the opposite of the democracy that you preach every time we are here. And finally, none of you had any examples on what Tucker has said that was a lie or propaganda. But I'm too nice, so I will give you another chance. Give me some specific examples to back your claims. Let's go.
Love signal and nobody said anything. Nobody said anything to that one. This is just an example. When it comes to real arguments, men argue with facts. Women at some point, they will try to use their emotions there and then, you know. But when it comes to it, the facts.
I hate when people are like, you're only pretty because you have on all that makeup on. Take off your makeup and you wouldn't be so pretty.
I have a question. Do you think you're my type?
No, I think I'm exactly the opposite. And I think that's what messes with your head so much.
No.
And you're just like...
My head's not messed with. I'm doing great.
And you're just like, man, I just don't get it.
He's
so different than what I'm used to.
Dude,
this
is getting really real.
He's got a charm.
Tiffany's no longer my girlfriend.
Thank God, dude. That woman was the craziest person I've ever met in my
Oh,
life.
hold up. We're engaged now. She's my fiance. She's no longer my girlfriend. She's my fiance.
I am so sorry that she's your fiance. Bye.
Oh my God!
You want to end all plastic manufacturing?
I said the plastics industry must be stopped.
So does that mean end plastic manufacturing?
I mean, in my dream world, sure, but I think that. Go ahead.
No, so I don't mean to be condescending here. I just point out what's going to replace your glasses.
So I
you
do
wear your
know.
glasses around your face. They're made of plastic.
This is another example as to when it comes to real arguments, men arguing with facts, while women don't put certain things into consideration when they're arguing. So let's continue, guys, and subscribe to the channel.
Maybe.
No,
I don't know what they're made out of.
They are. What about, and I'll just point out some things here because I just want to be realistic when we're having conversations, because when statements are made like this, I just want to open people's eyes and say, well, okay, that's easy to say, but what's the solution? Your water bottle in front of you.
This one?
Yes. That plastic?
No.
The lid is. That's plastic.
Right. So
Right.
I would say to your
cell phone-
question that I would first be concerned about single-use plastics, and then we can talk about alternatives to this.
Your cell phone there. Is it plastic?
The cases, but it's glass because I broke
Oh, the components
this
inside of it's
screen
not
yesterday.
plastic? The components made out of it's not plastic? Yeah, they are. The water that you filled that water bottle up with, where'd you fill that water bottle up out of?
A water filling station.
All right, and it was delivered by a drink station that was plastic?
I didn't check.
The edges are. The piping coming to it. Now, you have a couple choices with the piping. We could go back to using wood, but then you have to line it in chemical. Or we could go back and use lead, because we used to have water piping that was lead. That was harmful to us. We go back to galvanized, but galvanized rust and had discoloration. We go back to copper, but copper has to be mined, and everybody wants to stop mining in the U.S. So you use plastic to deliver piping that you fill that water bottle up with today. I point this out because the clothes you have on, I guarantee you have plastic in it. The shoes you have on your feet, the soles of those shoes are plastic. So we talk about any plastic manufacturing, and everybody in here cheers when you say that, but everybody here is depending on plastic as you set. So if you want to end it, then quit using it. It's kind of like, I don't shop at certain places right now because I don't agree with some of their policies. I choose not to do that. You can choose to not use plastic. Do your work. If you believe it, then live it that way.
He's saying we stop using plastics, or they should ban the use of plastics. Yet she has so many plastics on her. So if you want something to be done, you should first yourself try it to see if it's possible for you to live without those things. And then you can advocate for change and demonstrate that, okay, I've been able to live like this. And it's possible if we did this, we can do this. So the man had all the facts. He was giving her all the facts and no word from her.
Saluting the girls that survived dating an under 5'8". Someone got dumped by a 5'8" dude. See, stuff like this is always cope, because that 5'8" wasn't a problem when you picked him, was it? It's not like you didn't know how tall he was when you were playing tonsil hockey or letting him spawn in your pink fortress or go bam bam in your honey baked ham. No, it wasn't a problem while you were dating, but once he finally figured you out and dumped you, that's when it became a problem. Oh, and how do I know he dumped you? Because his height is the only thing you have on him. See, if he had done something wrong, that would have been mentioned long before the very average and non-problematic height. But no, you went straight for unchangeable physical characteristics. And you want to know the worst part is you're a public figure, so we all know who you're talking about, and we all know that you loved that man with your whole heart. You're fake acting tough because it actually broke your heart, but being a superficial ass isn't going to heal it. Only time and not being a superficial ass will heal a broken heart. Now please learn this lesson, because I don't want to come back here and explain why the 6-foot-tall guy broke up with you too.
There is a masculinity shortage. If you don't believe me, check this out. Talking to a guy on a dating app, he told me that he's looking for a serious relationship. I said, me too. And he asked me, what do you look for in a serious relationship? And I said, I'm attracted to masculinity. I'm trying to be as vague as possible because too many times in LA, I've been too specific and the guys just pretend to be that. And it's just a waste of your time. How do you think this man responded to me saying that I'm attracted to masculinity? He says, I don't know where I rank on the masculine scale. What? Masculinity are just the qualities or attributes associated with men. Synonyms are maleness, manliness. The opposite is femininity. So to have a grown man question whether or not if he's even masculine shows you the state of how men are thinking in 2024. And I know some of you are going to read this, that he says, I also think it's up for interpretation on what qualities are masculine. That's true, but you're the man. The masculine thing is for you to know what masculinity is